Hey everybody, this is my second time doing this video, because BlueStacks, I think I found the issue, part of the issue with BlueStacks, currently, with this game. It's really cool actually. Oops. It's really cool. So like if you do any of the menuing stuff here in the front page, it'll just tend to crash for some reason. But yeah, so that's part of the patch notes rundown. I do need to let you know that because that's important. Anyway, what actually matters is the players. So we've got some pretty big buffs, mainly for Rin off the bat here. So we can see right away that he now has this bright green tile, which, as you know, gives Awakening and always an extra turn. So now he has two cards that always give an extra turn, his face tile and his green tile at 100. So basically, you're pretty much always going to be using, you're always going to want to be using Rin when you're doing runs now. If you're building kick, obviously, and even to an extent, tech, he can be pretty good with still. And then the other one is that if you train him as a player, this now greatly boosts the upfield cross pass rate. Before it just said boosts, but the patch says it greatly now. So like it's probably more comparable to Shido's Explode, I imagine. And then the other big thing is that when you're training him at checkpoint 1, he'll get Gold Concentration Zone and Awakening. So very, very solid all around. He's already eaten good beforehand, and now he's even eaten better. The next character to get some decent buffs are Shido here. So we actually covered him like the last time, like not too long ago. I think the first patch notes video I did, he was in there, where he had gotten the bright red tile at 100, but now they have shifted that to 65, and now he's got this bright blue at 100, which this gives 7% more, and then it has the consumption of a gold trading card, whereas the red one, while it gives 7 or it gives 5, it consumes way more. So the blues tend to be better, though it does have a little extra, or it does have less extra grade bonus, but it's still a lot stronger. The other thing is he's also got that gold checkpoint, or he's got that gold concentration at checkpoint 1 like Rin does. And then he also has this training bonus now. He gets at 65. It goes to 15% at 100. So mine's level 70. You can see it's at 8%. So I think it starts around like 5 or so. So yeah, pretty solid all around. Shido's still really good. The only thing that he lacks right now is the special lecture bonus at going to 100. And he's also got this random constant stamina boost, but whatever. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with Shido. The next characters to get some decent buffs. They're mainly just tile buffs, as you can see, because they didn't get any support buffs this time around, just tile buffs. So also in that last video, or that first video I did about these, Nagi got buffed to get that bright red tile, but now they decided to give him the bright blue one. So same thing with Shido. It's good. They also got growth buffs, mainly in their kick, these two. And then the Borrow V2 buffs are actually a little bit more like interesting. Where is he at? Am I where did he go? I know I have, oh, there he is. So now he's got, I think the last time he got this tile, the black purple, but now he's got this bright purple at 100. So now he's got like extra ways of giving turns outside of his special ability. So he is still probably one of the better units to take, especially because of the gold skill he gives Joker. And he's just solid all around for kick. I think the only thing he's really truly missing in kick is lecture rate and like a constant kick bonus, but he's still really good. However, this is probably the biggest buff in terms of choosing like a new partner when training. So Gagamaru beforehand really was just a stat stick at like until level 80. Like he only had these boost ups, the training bonus, and then the skill up. And then I think he got the special lecture, I think the last time, or he might have already had it, but now he has the special training. He gets it at 65. So he now actually at like 65 plus is pretty usable because he also gives this tile here, this bright purple, with okay skills. They're not like amazing, but they're all right. And then at 100, he has the bright green, which is just a phenomenal tile, as I keep talking about it. And then I think the last time he also got, oh no, he doesn't, does he really not give extra turns? I thought he did. Oh, well, he's missing that. But I think he kind of makes up for it by having the bright purple and the bright green. And then he ends up, I think, at 100. I think he gets about 110 special training, and then this lecture rate's 70%. So, and then the special lecture bonus here is 70% as well. So he's actually just like a really solid overall. So yeah, I do consider Gaga probably pretty equivalent to the Mitoma V4 we have in terms of like kick friend partner. If you're training like Rin, for example, or if you have Rin V2 at 100, they're both pretty like equivalent. I think the main difference is that the Mitoma has the higher special lecture rate, but his face tiles are just kind of okay. Initiate offense is good, but the other skills he gives are just kind of shit all around. So those are the kind of things you have to consider. Moving on, we have support cards. So Awakening and worst case scenario here, all they got were these black green tiles. I mean, they're good, but they're just kind of whatever buffs. Nothing else too interesting there. The other ones they're like okay. So King of the Field gets a bright gold at 100 now, and at 5/3 it can give up to 2 turns extension. So it's a little bit better, but as you can see, the card does not have like a whole lot here. Like no special lecture, no lecture. It's pretty mid. The other one that actually did get a decent buff though is the Team V card here. So you can see they buff the special lecture to go to 70% when it's at 100. And so at 50, you can see it's at 38% here. So you probably get it. You probably get like pretty good mileage out of this card now, because you also get the special training at 50 here. This is one of those cards that had like a good like lower ceiling like at the beginning of the game. It does have extra turns. It has the same as Kunasagi. And then at 100 it's got the bright blue, but honestly this card probably it's not worth maxing, but if you had it at a higher level, it's not too terrible now. The next ones they're up here. So these guys are strong. This is actually a pretty good buff overall. I actually don't have Battlefield on this account, so I'm just going to have to use the slides. But this is actually a really solid buff. So I think before the special lecture capped at 35, but now it goes up to 70. And so as you can see at 75, it's 50%, which is pretty good. It's got some better kick cards now. This is a weird like card where it mixes kick and speed. The biggest issue is that it's still missing like a way to give extra turns, but it has strong lecture, strong special lecture, and it also has special training at 80 plus. So it has like all these key stats. It's just missing a good skill here and extra turns. These are okay like skills for a forward. These are not good skills, unfortunately. These are just flat bonuses during matches, which can help, but yeah, it's a slightly like better card overall. They do need to remove this though. This is so bad. But the bigger buff here is actually for Battlefield because this is a card that you pretty much always have to take in Rin runs for the most part if you didn't max the Halloween Rin Bachira card. But now it goes, now it has up to 70% special lecture, and then it also has constant kick boost. And then at 100, it has the bright purple. So honestly, it's like, once again, it's missing extra turns, but it gives like overall pretty strong like kick bonuses here, and it has fierce demon of shots. So not too bad if you had to max this card back in the day for the meta, but it is basically only for Rin right now, but still pretty good. And then the last one, I don't have this card either, so we're just gonna kind of have to go off it on these slides. No additional stat buffs or anything like that. We can take a look at it at 55 because I do have a picture of this. So it does have that special training. It's got that extra bonus. And then at like 60 plus, it gets even more special training. And then I believe it gets its special extra at 80. It's locked there. But at 50, it's actually pretty solid now. Having that bright green is like, for a card at 50 is phenomenal. And then the dark green is whatever. And then at 100, the face tile now has a chance of giving additional turns. So generally, like, this card is way better for whales because this is the Mitoma stuff is more so for whales. But if you manage to have gotten like a one-off copy of these from like the free pulls and stuff, it's probably worth using in certain kick runs if you don't have anything better, really. So yeah, I mean, this is the patch. It's pretty, overall, pretty good. I like it when they buff a lot of things like this and actually kind of shake up like how you can train. This patch was pretty solid. It's just weird it's coming so like late because there's not really much on the horizon for the next like in terms of gameplay wise, because the tournament ends today, or it's already ended rather, so it's pretty much back to just league matches and club matches. So it's kind of weird that they decided now to do all these buffs, and the last patch that I didn't even bother covering was because it was just like tile changes. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. How excited were you for some of these buffs? Are you excited to get back and train Rin once again? And there it goes. See, there it is. Love that there. Are you guys excited to train Rin once again? Because that's all we do here. It's just Rin lock, baby. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video, which will be slightly different. Might not even have gameplay footage the next time, but yeah, the next video will be a little different. That's all. See ya.